sisters? How's your day? You need to stay safe. Do not get caught by COVID. Because I have one student, my lab student, who's now in Sungai Buloh Hospital. He and his roommate, Allah Akbar. And these two fella from Mahala Ali. Anyone here from Mahala Ali? Let's pray for them, inshallah. They will recover, don't worry, because they're still young, like your age. Just better not to get caught by this disease. Wear your mask when you go out and wash your hands. Cik mana pening lah saya. This. Okay, here. Okay, it's supposed to be in your section. Section 1. Mana dah? Chapter 3. Okay. Macam mana nak view? Okay. Turn in 13. Wow, very good. So who wants to volunteer? Let me check your, you can unmute yourself or anyone? Anyone who wants to volunteer? Ni dah ramai dah. Should I just pick one? Siapa? Hari tu brothers only, right? Now maybe sisters. Okay, maybe Nabila here. Tak ada volunteers Okay, tak apa. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, like I said, mesh analysis in the video, right? Mesh analysis, your aim is to get the imaginary current. So our sister here, she put the direction, clockwise direction. Okay, very good. Usually what I will look at, if the question asks you to use mesh analysis, I will check, do you have nodal analysis there? So usually a nodal is when you have a reference point at the ground, right? If you have none, then I know straight away that you are using the correct analysis. Okay, so for our sister here, Sister Nabila, she didn't use apa? Ada budak datang. Alright. She didn't use the nodal analysis. Very good. And then she has these two. What is this? Imaginary current, right? Okay, that's good. But I will look also at your boundaries. Do you have super what? Anyone? Super mesh. Ada tak?
Ada kan, madam?
Yes, we do have that super mesh. So Nabila, where's your super mesh boundary? Mana? Sekejap nah. Let me draw. It's supposed to be at here. So if you have a super mesh, then what should you do? You have two things to do.
KCL and KVL.
Yes, that KVL and KCL. Please write down. If you have that, you write down KCL. Sekejap dia orang nak masuk lagi. KCL at mesh. Okay, and then I will look at your equation. If this one, number 1, And where's the other one? Sebab tu saya suka, I like if you write down properly, this is the what you are doing. Kalau tak, tengok ni, macam mana saya nak check. So, second, you need to write down if this is KVL at super mesh, then okay ada. Tapi if you didn't draw the boundary like this green boundary here, then I straight away I will say that you don't have any super mesh. Macam tu lah. My assumption is that you didn't know that there's exists super mesh. Okay. Then I will look at your equation here. Betul ke tak? So it's supposed to be what? What do you think? If KCL at super mesh, what is the equation?
I2 minus I1 equal to 3.
Yeah, very good. Okay, let me check here. Oh, our sister, she put it in a opposite direction. Tapi rasa betul, I2 minus I1 equal to 3, right? So she put it as a negative I2 plus I1 equal to negative 3. So still same. So this is correct. Number 2, KVL at super mesh. Maybe she start at 9 here because this is 9. Then it's supposed to be positive. Positive 9I. What is this current? Current flowing through 9 ohms here. What do you think? What is this current? Okay, this 9. 9 ohms. You have what current there? Brothers and sisters?
I2.
I2, yes, this current why I2? Because this 9 ohms is this at this loop. So you have I2 here. I2 into 9 ohms. So you should have 9 ohms here there. And then, ini kenapa 15 bat ni? Bukan 15, this one. I do not know where this one coming from. Maybe apa ni? Sorry, this is minus 18. Maybe you skip this 15 first, okay, and then you take this part, okay, no problem. Then I will macam ni, tak apa. Okay, and then plus 11. Nabila, maybe you skip my video tak apa, this is correct because tapi saya pun pening. Oh, maybe Nabila start from here. Okay, very good. Then this one, yes. Nabila, because resistor can be added in series, so Nabila simplify this using this is 6 plus 3. So this is 9 I1 because at this loop we have I1. So this is 9 I1. And then we have this minus 18, yes. And then you have 9 plus 2 here. So you have 11 I2 and this is plus, very good. And then you have, Nabila, it's supposed to be a positive here. So this is incorrect. So the whole thing incorrect. So please be careful, even though mesh is very straightforward, but sometimes it tend to give you some small mistakes. Okay, tak apa. Tapi kenapa jalan kira macam betul?
Madam,
Betul ya? Yes. Yes.
kalau dalam soalan yang terbalik negatif positif.
Oh, dalam soalan lain
Yang 15 tu ia negatif positif.
Oh, no wonder. Okay, this one right? Yeah. Ya Allah. Okay, Nabila, please. Okay, lagi satu. Please be careful, like mungkin Nabila Nabila try to always refer to the question, then it's okay. But wherever you redraw or copy your figure drawing, make sure everything is in order, in correct position. So like this one, sometimes I will not refer to the main question. I will refer to your figure, something like this. So tak apa, ni betul. Kalau refer to this, tapi yang ni salah lah. This part, this is wrong. So okay, I will put this one as correct. So you get the full mark. This one 1.5, this one 1.5, and this one is supposed to be, the figure here is supposed to be 1.5, tapi because you don't have the boundary for super mesh, and I will put like maybe 1. But sometimes I will be very generous. Just full mark because your equation is correct, and I know that you intend to do super mesh. So still, you get a correct answer. Okay. For this answer, sekejap lah. Total supposed to be 0, right? Kejap. Total. Okay, let me see. The first I1 there, yes, this is correct, 0. And the second part here, it's supposed to be, saya tak ingat jawapan dia apa, tapi I think this is correct. Why? Because you have, if you look at, actually, if you want to get a total summation here, you need to plus everything, meaning to say all active or passive device should be the summation of all active and passive device should be equal to 0. Okay, that's how we do. Current delivered should be equal to current absorbed, or summation of all power should be equal to 0. Tadi saya kata current it's supposed to be power. Okay, now if we look at here, you have a 9 here. 9 with, okay, maybe something, mungkin kat mana ya? 81, 9 and 2, 9 and 2. This is 3 ohms. 3 ohms. Coming from where, this equation? From here. 9 with -3. Plus I2. Jadi for our class here, I don't want to check on the power, summation of all power, tapi it's supposed to be, this is a negative. In my class now, I want for you guys to focus on the mesh analysis. So I will look back at this equation. One of this supposed to be in negative form, and this one positive, and then you get the total power summation should be equal to 0. Okay. Don't worry. This one seems okay. I will just return. And then I will go back to our next. Anyone here volunteer? Any volunteer? Next question. Because we want to focus on mesh first. Any volunteer? Hannah? Oh, only one question, tak apa. Hannah pun dapat sama ke? Answer. Hannah. Oh, okay. This is a different situation. Jap. Oh, Hannah attempt 3.8. Okay, never mind. Hannah, if you look at Hannah's direction here, what she did was that she put a different direction of current, imaginary current. It's also fine, no problem, but you tend to confuse yourself. If this one going to clockwise, but this one anti-clockwise. So you're supposed to just give the same direction, no problem. I know you want to simplify yourself and then follow IC and also IA, right? But for mesh analysis, it's better not to confuse yourself. Just follow the direction, the same direction for both or all loops, for all loops. So what should you do? If so happen you do like Hannah, no problem. But the equation inside here, you need to change a little bit. We have to change. So first we check on our super mesh. Do we have any super mesh here? No, right? Because what you're going to look at for a super mesh is that you're going to find, do you have any current source first? And this current source is in between two loops. But we don't have that. In between two loops here, we have 45 ohms. So there's no super mesh. That's number one. Number two, if there's no super mesh, you're going to find out the KVL. So like Hannah did here, very good. KVL at IA. Okay, we look one by one. So Hannah start from 40 volt here. It's a negative 40, yes, good. And then 3 IA, yes. And then plus 45, but 45 ohms here, it shares with IA and IC, right? So it's supposed that you focus this loop first. So that's why Hannah have IA here. Okay. But something is a little bit, we need to change our, the one I explained you in the video, we're supposed to minus with this opposite current source here, right? So because of the current direction is not the same, so Hannah, you need to put, you need to inverse this sign. Instead of using the minus sign, you need to put a plus sign. For if let's say you put different direction of your current loops here. So this is plus, and then plus what? You have 2 ohms here, and since this is going into passive element, you should have a plus. So plus 2 IA here. So for this part, yes, correct. This one correct. This one correct, but this one is wrong. Okay, second, you have a KVL at this loop. So KVL at IC, you maybe Hannah start from 4. This 4. 4 IC, yes, correct. And then 45 IC. Since this is in not the same direction, so you need to have a plus here. IC plus IA, and then you have a plus sign here because this is a passive element. Into this passive element should be a plus, so the plus sign correct, and this also correct. And then you have a plus here, plus 64, and this one also correct. And because of this and this wrong, then the whole thing here wrong. And I will give you marks on this part, and there's no marks for this side. That's the difficult, not difficult. You need to be careful if you use super mesh, right? Mesh analysis. You need to properly investigate what polarity you're going to put, a plus or a minus sign. So far so good. Okay, don't be sad. This we have your friends here with some example that you know what you're going to learn, right? Silap. Okay, let's look at our next. Any volunteer for our 3.8? Okay, maybe Shafiq. 3.8. No thanks. Alamak, Syafiq. What happened this? Kita kena pusing sikit lah. How to pusing. Sekejap.
Madam,
Yes.
may I ask about
Yeah.
practice 3.8?
Uh-huh.
Can IB? So we don't supposed to do anything with IB.
ID.
In mesh analysis, we only focus on the whole imaginary current.
Okay. Because the question here asks you to find IA, IB, and IC, right? And you asking me about this one, right? Your concern. Yes. Why I said our aim is the imaginary current because if you want to find the current, maybe let's say, kejap, I change the color. Maybe it's flowing this way. And then it's flowing this way ke ikutlah any direction is okay, and sometimes also the current is flowing this way. But how are you going to get this IB when you do not know the current at this side and also this side, right? So kejap, pening ni. If let's say what do you think IB is equal to?
I don't know.
You don't know.
IA plus
IA plus IC.
Yes, you need to you need to use the KCL.
Okay.
The KCL.
So the mesh is we're gonna look at the loop, right? The imaginary. So that's the point of mesh. Oh,
Yes.
I see.
Yes, you need this information in order to get this IB. So if let's say you apply KCL at this joint, it's this node, then you know that this is IA and this is IC, right? IC, and this is IB. Since our constant is IB, so this is IA plus IC. Then you will get the answer. And IA coming from where? Coming from this loop. And IC coming from where? Coming from this loop. So you need to be careful on what you specify and also the polarity of each one. Okay, inshallah. Then let's look at Shafiq. Shafiq, right? Okay. Okay, tak apa. This one Can you see this? Semua muda-muda tak apa?
Yes.
3.8 just now. Shafiq also use different direction. No problem. Tak ada super mesh, yes. Okay. Tapi Shafiq, try your best to put like this is KCL or KVL. Maybe this is KVL at where? At super mesh. Sekejap, I change the color. At this left loop. And you didn't specify this. Maybe you want to put it. What is this imaginary current? In my video, I always say you draw first your current direction. Any direction, okay, fine, no problem. But you need to name this current. Maybe if you want to follow IA also can, or you want to put a new one also can. So what is IA equal to? IA is equal to I1. And where is IB? IB equal to, no, this is IC, right? This is IC. IC is equal to I2. So just name it. Name the imaginary current. So this is KVL maybe at I1. So you start from minus 40, and then this one 3 IA, and then you have 45 IB. Okay, this is a safe way, bagus. And then you have 2 I1. This one wrong. Because why? I think maybe you think that this this current is actually this current. No, this IB is actually sharing between two loops here. The current IB here is shares between this, because why? Because this 45 ohms is in the middle of these two loops. So the current flowing through this is actually imbalanced in between I1 and I2. So for IB here, it's not supposed to be IB, but it's supposed to be this loop for these 2 ohms, because only one current flowing through this. And in fact, IB here is branching out to I2 here and also I1 here. Okay, because it divert into 2. Okay, so if you, why I said this is a safe way to write down the equation of IB for 45 ohms, because maybe you are unsure to put a minus or plus in the middle, right? Like Hana did. Yeah, Hana kan? Lupa. Ke Nabila? Lupa dah. So this one, for different direction, yes, you need to put plus. Tapi for the same direction, you need to put minus. So you need to give somewhere else in your text here, what is IB equal to? So if you look at your current direction here, IB is equal to I2 plus I1. Okay, depends on your current direction there. So you have this. And then KVL, again, KVL what? KVL at where? At maybe I2. So you do the math. This is 64. This is for IC. Okay, tak apa. This one 45 IB. Safe way to answer this. And 1.5 IC. Ini okay, correct. Because the same, this is series, right? This is all series. So it's supposed to be IC current. So this is correct. Okay, tak apa. Next. This is 3.10. 3.9 just now, okay, right? Okay, tak apa. Okay. For this part, can you see this? Or is it too blur? Shafiq put it this way as a I1. This is I2. And this is I3. Betul lah 3.10 ni? Pening saya. 3.10. Oh, okay. Tak apa. So we don't have any, because this is all voltages. This is plus minus here. And this is plus minus here. And plus and minus here. So there's no super mesh. No super mesh. And then, okay, we follow step by steps. If you look at our, which one is this one? KVL. Maybe I start with this one. This is KVL at I1. I1 is here. Okay. Okay, Shafiq's answer. Shafiq start from 110 here. So you have a minus 110. Very good. And then you have 10 with a plus. Very good. Because why? Because current is entering passive element. So you should have plus. Okay, then 10 ohms here shares in between two loops. You have I1 and I3. And because of this, you need to integrate both I1 and I3. Your focus is loop 1, I1. So what should you do? The loop you focus first minus with the opposite, or the 10 ohms share with. So you have I1 minus I3, because 10 ohms share in between I1 and I3. So this is correct, Shafiq, bagus. And then you have a plus. You enter this, and then you have a plus here, because this is 3 ohms, a passive element. Mana 3 ohms? Shafiq. Ni kenapa 12? It's supposed to be 3 ohms, tapi maybe Shafiq, you dah kembangkan ke ni? Oh, ni tak. It's not supposed to be 12 I2 here, no. Okay, tak apa. It's supposed to be plus 3. This one in the middle here. 3 shares in between loop I1 and I2. So 3 I1 minus I2. Okay. And then you have a plus sign here. And this one should be a plus 12 volt. And then you have a 4 here. A plus 4. Plus 4 I1. No need to put in bracket because it's only 1. So you have I1 and then close bracket because it's already 1 loop. Okay, and the rest I think no need. This is wrong. Okay, done. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, the KCL at maybe I don't know which one is this one. Because this one only 2 variables here. So this one I think incorrect. The rest apa? Maybe this part also I'm not sure coming from where. Maybe this one coming from here. I think so. Tapi jawapan dia salah. Because kalau atas salah, bawah salah lah. Ini wrong yang bawah tak apa. Okay, 3.9. Uish, tak nampak. Can you see this? Or maybe I should pick other question and say. I think tak apa. Okay, we go to anyone who likes to volunteer here? Any volunteer? Brothers and sisters, are you there or not?
Yes.
Still here.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. Saya ingat saya dah cakap seseorang dia tadi. Okay, any volunteer here? Siapa yang buat jawapan dia dengan pen? Haikal? Nampak macam pen? Convert. So, kenapa kena convert? Kenapa tadi? Maybe document file .doc. Try your best to convert your file into PDF file because when you have your final exam, you're going to use the tools the same way you upload your PDF file into the system. So this is how I will do the marking. I will check on your PDF file. Okay. All right. Okay. Haikal, where's your figure? Saya tak tahu macam mana nak check ni. This one for question number? Haikal, where are you? Negative 14. Oh, Haikal.
3.8, madam.
3.8. Okay. All right. This part. So you have this. It's quite difficult if you didn't draw because one of the advantage in drawing your figure is that that's mark for drawing, and then you do the current direction for mesh if you put it this way. So if you don't have, then I will figure out where is your current direction. How I look at your answer, I will check on your, maybe something like this. If you look at here, you have a minus, right? Minus sign. So what I will do is by looking at your minus sign, then I know that the current is coming this way. So that's why I put like this. And then is it that is your current direction, Haikal? This one, yes, Haikal?
Yes, yes.
Yes, okay. 45, yes, IA minus IC. Maybe I can put IC here and IE here. No problem. And then plus 2. This is correct. 2 IA, yes. So this one first, yes, correct. Then KVL mesh 2, you have 60. This direction, 60. And then 4 IC. But this one is wrong because why? Because this one plus. Oh, jap. Oh, I think your current direction this way. So if your current direction this way, then your answer for number 1 here, this part is wrong. Okay, this one's supposed to be plus because I'm looking at your 60 here. This is plus, then meaning to say your current is entering 64 here. So this is 60, and then oh, kejap. Tapi this one into here. So yang ni pun salah. And then 45 here, and this is IC minus IA. It's supposed to be a plus sign here, and then you have 1.5 into CIC. This one correct. Tapi this part wrong. You just follow passive sign convention. Entering current here should be a plus, so that's why this one should be a plus. And since both are in different direction, imaginary current here, so you need to have a plus sign here. If you have the same current direction, then you will follow the one I mentioned in the video. Good. Okay, so the rest is wrong. Tak apa, jangan sedih. Okay, at least we learned something, right, brothers and sisters? Do you have any question? Maybe you want me to try, or you want to volunteer to check yours. Siapa yang tulis dalam guna pen? Anyone? Okay.
Saya pakai pensel.
Pencil? Siapa? Tu siapa tu?
Saya.
Your name?
I haven't submit yet. Jap.
Oh, okay. I thought you want to volunteer yours. Okay. Tak apa. Let's look at Hani. Hani using pen here. Very good. Okay, 3.8. Hani ada jawapan untuk 3 point. Which one we haven't touched yet? Tapi this one tak apa, no problem. This one wrong. Okay, this one also different direction. Tapi let me check. Minus 40, 3 IA, and then 45 IB. This is a safe way, still correct. And then 2 IA, so all correct. This one 64. Okay, good for the IC and 45 IB and 1.5 IC. Okay, but where is your IB? I will look at your IB. Where's your IB? Honey? No IB. So you need to figure out IB equal to what? IB is equal to IC plus IA. Okay. And if you have this one, usually for this part, because this is IB, I will put like maybe this is 1 mark and this one 1 mark. Usually 1.5, 1.5. Tapi I will look at your IB here. This is 1 mark. And then this is 1.5 marks. And this is look mana ni? Honey, are you assuming that there's a super mesh? No, right? Yes, no super mesh. Very good. Tapi this one 64 for IC 3I. If you put this way, I assume that you think that there's super mesh. There is no super mesh. Okay. There's no super mesh. For this part, there's a super mesh, yes. And you have I2 minus I1 equal to 3. Okay, good. And then you have, this is correct. And I think the rest correct because you have a super mesh here and minus 15, correct, 2 and 6, minus and 3, betul, betul. Okay. Okay, for this part, you have a 9 into, what is a P equal to? It's either you use this equation, IV, or you use, because this is resistor, right? So you have a I square R. You can use this. And then for this part, you can use P equal to IV. For this part, for resistor. Okay, and then since you have here, it's supposed to be 9 into I2 square, and then plus a plus minus 15 into I2, and then plus 2 into what? 2 into I2 square. And then this is 0 because current here is 0. Okay, and this one also 0 because minus 18 volt, minus 18 volt into 0. So you should have a 0 there. And then this is the answer. What is 9 into I2 square? You have 81, right? 81. And then you have minus 15 into I2 ataupun 15 into 3. You have what? Berapa? 15 into 3. And then you can plus with this one. This is a minus 15 into 3, 3, 4, 45. Yang ni berapa ni? You have 3, 9, 18. 18. Ke saya yang salah ni? Sekejap. Sekejap. Maybe there's something wrong or no, not. Sekejap Nanti I will confuse you. Sekejap. Ada benda yang tak turn. Oh, okay. That's one thing. In the middle here. So you know that this is a 3, right? 3. Another element that you should plus. So you have a plus 3 into voltage. But what is the voltage here? If you look at here, you need to use a voltage at, since there's no current flowing through 3 ohms and 6 ohms here, then the voltage will take this voltage because they are in parallel. Okay, so 3 into 18, 3 into negative 18 here, you will get something, and minus the value here, you will get summation of all equal to 0. Berapa? 24. 54. Betul tak ni? Sekejap. Kau ada yang salah. Tiga. 2. Kau macam betul tapi mungkin ada yang salah. You check back the sign. Tapi all 4 elements here should be there. 9 ohms, 15 volt, 2 ohms and 3 amps. Okay, and the summation of all should be same. Okay, I will check back on this part, and then this one, oh, it's already 11:30. Last. Okay, this one correct. This one correct. This one, yes. This one, yes. This, okay, good. 12. 12 here. And then you have 3, I2 minus I1, yes. In this one, 12, I2 minus I3. And then plus, and then plus. Okay, good. And at 3, you have 6 there. And you have 10. 10 I3 minus I1 and 12 I3 minus I2. Yes, all correct. And you're supposed to get this one may be correct. Tapi I didn't verify the answer. You look at your friends, compare. Do you get the same answer? Okay. I will return back with this question. Please remind me on this, and then we will do I will give you the answer, inshallah. Okay, brothers and sisters, do you have any question before we end our class?
Madam,
Mm.
can I still need to send my answers because I still do not send it?
Yeah, you can put anything. If you have just a small portion of your answer put tak apa. Just put.
Alright, alright.
By the way, I will not mark everyone's work. This is just to compare your work. If you have it, then we can do something, right? Okay, thank you, brother and sister. We finish our class with Tasbih Kafarah and Surah Al-As. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wal 'asr innal insana lafi khusr illa alladhina amanu wa 'amilus salihati wa tawassaw bil sabr wa tawassaw bil haqqi wa tawassaw bis sabr. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Saya dah tertutup tadi Hani punya answer. I'm not sure it's saved automatically or not. Sorry Hani. I will try reopen back and then return to you.